this is Danielle. I'm Danielle from Life by Danielle Louise. I just wanted to jump online today to share with you an epiphany. So, obviously, being a theta healer and all, it's crucial for me to have regular theta healing, because if I didn't, then how would I believe in it so much? So I am fresh off the back of having my theta healing session this morning, and it kind of shared or highlighted a few things that I had been carrying around with me. Sometimes as a healer, sometimes as a role that I take part in my own life, in my personal life. And really, the moral of the story is that we are not responsible for anybody else's healing journey. No matter what, no matter who they are, no matter what they come to you, whether they come to you as a paying client, whether they come to you as your mother, as your daughter, as your sister, as your brother, as your father, as a work colleague, we are not responsible at all for anybody else's healing journey. We are only responsible for our own. And at this time, when we are seeing so much duality in the world, those who are for vaccinations, those who are against, those who are sticking to the guidelines, those who are not, we are seeing this duality play out right now in life. And it's a very exciting time to be alive, because never before have we seen so much choice, so many different options be portrayed before us as we have right now, and nor have we ever been quite so vocal about it. So now is a real good time for you to really look at the roles that you play, not just in your bigger life, in your working environment, so like the role or the title that you've been assigned to, but also in your personal life. So the roles that you have as a daughter, as a mother, as a sister, as a grandparent, whatever the role is. And it's so important for you to understand that no matter what your role is, no matter how much you might love somebody, no matter how much they might love you, you are not responsible for their healing journey. So if you decide, for example, that you are going to book yourself in for a block of 6 hypnotherapy sessions in order to come let go of the addiction of smoking, that is your healing journey. You can, by all means, refer everyone to the same hypnotherapist. I've heard there's a good one, Hummingbird Hypnotherapy. You can refer to them, that person's there, but it's their choice to pick up the phone to book in. That's their choice. They have to take that responsibility. It's not the hypnotherapist's responsibility, it's their responsibility. They have to show up. They have to book in, they have to pay, they have to show up. And what we are seeing is people take on full responsibility for, I really don't want to say the word awakening at all, but for a higher level of consciousness. And we're trying to see people drag these people who they love through to a higher level of consciousness. See it from my point of view. See it from my perspective. This is the truth. That's what we're seeing a lot of at the moment. But the truth is, we can't force anybody to see our viewpoint, just like we can't force somebody to book in to help themselves. We just can't. It has to come from that person. So if you find that you are working really hard on staying positive, keeping a high vibration, whether that's because you're choosing high vibrational food, whether that's because you're doing affirmations, whether that's because you've just decided that it is a low level vibration for you to go down and tune into fear. If you are on that higher vibration, it is not your job to convince others to join you there. It is your job to stay there regardless of where everyone else is, because by staying there you are inviting them to step up and join you. You are not making yourself smaller to make them feel better, and you are not making yourself smaller to drag them back up with you. You are holding your space in that high vibration, knowing everything is always working out for you regardless of what they are thinking, regardless of what they are feeling. And my goodness, will they test you. They will so test you. They will say things like, I know that you believe that everything is truly always working out for you, but I don't. And so because I don't, and you are this connection, you are this role to me, then you must believe the same as me. So it might be that they'll say, it's okay for you because you have this time to do all the mindset work. I don't, so I'm going to stay over here in victimhood because I know this place of victimhood. I know it works for me. I know that people feel sorry for me and I get to manipulate people if I stay a victim. I know if I cry when you're high vibe, I will bring you down to meet me there. And it sounds brutal, and it is. But actually, it's more brutal, the behaviour that they are showing you, than it is for you to stay in your high vibration. You are teaching them, you are giving them an option. You are saying, do you know what, I understand you've got this story going on in your mind, consciously or subconsciously. I understand that you are going through all of this fear. I understand this fear. I am sending you unconditional love, but I cannot meet you in that place of fear. I cannot let go of my high vibration just to make you feel better. You have to find it within you to step up to that higher vibration. You have to find it within you to decide that you are going to step out of that fear and come and join me here. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not a situation of those in high vibration being better than those in a lower vibration. That is not what I'm saying at all. It's not anything to do with status. But I am saying that if you really truly know in the bones of you, in your absolute core, that you are a manifester and that you have still got a choice of whatever it is that you choose to believe, right? If that is you, then you know you can choose to go at a higher vibration, away from the fear, to a place of love, to a place of inspiration, a place of gratitude, a place of knowing that everything is always working out for you. And it does not matter who it is, who you love, that's at that lower vibration. It is their choice to come and meet you there, not your decision, or it is your decision, but please don't decide to meet them down there. It's the only way that you can raise their vibration. The only way is for you to hold your space in that vibration, regardless of what they've got going on in their world. And, you know, it does sound brutal, but it's the only way to generate change. It's the only way to generate change. You can't generate change just by talking about the problem. You can't solve a problem with the same energy that you created it. You can't meet anger with anger and assume that that's going to fix the issue. It's not. It's not. But if you met anger with love, which is a higher vibration, of course you can find a solution. It's the exact same thing as staying open-minded. It's the exact same thing. So regardless of how much that person loves you, what else might they say? They might say, I just don't see how you, this is a really good one. I just don't see how you can be so positive with everything that's going on in the world. And this is actually a really common one with money as well. I just don't see how you think it's okay for you to still charge at the moment with everything that's going on in the world. Okay, so actually the value of and your choice to charge is because you are at this high vibration that you've worked your ass off to get into, right? And you are giving them the opportunity to step into a space that you will hold with that energy. So of course they have to pay you, because you are giving them that container of that high vibration, because you've worked your ass off to get there, right? So it's down to you to hold that space, invite them in, sure thing, but they have to do their own work to get there too. Yeah, I had a moment trying to always bring me down when I was, and they felt threatened. Absolutely. You have to understand, thanks Joanna, you have to understand that if they are down in a low vibration, it's because that's where they feel safe. And so as much as they will feel threatened by your power because your vibration is so high, it's not because it's because they are feeling threatened by your power. And you have to invite them by showing them that you can do the work to get into that vibration, but it's still down to them to take that decision. You know, I am going to paraphrase because I have no idea what the actual quote is, but it's something along the lines of, your new life will cost you your old one. And it's so true. If you want to be living in a high vibration, it will cost you your self-sabotage. If you want to live in a high vibration, it will cost you your victimhood. If you want to live in a high vibration, it will cost you your role that you have assigned yourself, that you have decided is the only way in which you can receive love. Whether that's suffering, whether that's martyrdom, whether that's victimhood, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It will cost you all of that. And so the decision is still yours. Are you going to decide to step into this high vibrational woman or not? And if you're not, but others around you are, don't bring them down. Hold the torch for them. Say well done, because that in itself will then actually raise your vibration. Instead of, nah, you need to meet me down here because this is where I feel safe. That's your story. Okay? So that was the message today, wasn't it, Joanna? And so you are not responsible at all for anybody else's healing journey, regardless of whether they pay you for it, or regardless if they've got the skill set to be able to help you, regardless if they are your mother, your daughter, your brother, it does not matter. They have to make the choice, the decision that they are willing to go down and into that journey and start it. Because do you know what? I didn't get to where I am with the skill set that I have by sitting in victimhood. Not at all. Not at all. And regardless of where I am in it as well, you know, I get, so a very similar thing that I get a lot. I don't know whether it's because I look younger than I am, or whether the assumption is that you have to be a wise old woman to be on a spiritual journey, or to have or to be able to share an awakening. I'm not entirely sure, but there is definitely a sense that somebody can be showing that they are high vibration right now, like I am doing right now in this live, and then somebody will come in and put a comment in that will just kind of slice the energy, or it will take the energy down, or it will bring it to, well, I know better than you. That is that person's ego. You know, I know better than this. This is a better healing modality. Blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. It is still their ego talking, just like it's still the ego talking when you're in victimhood or self-sabotage. That is the ego having control of you. That is not a high vibration. That is not coming from a place of love. Okay? So the judgment can come in many different ways. It doesn't have to be from somebody who loves you. It doesn't have to be from somebody who you've assigned yourself as a role to. It can be from a complete stranger. The truth is that you have to meet everyone where they are at. And again, just by showing that you are a higher vibration is the best way to invite that person to that higher vibration, not by letting go of everything that you have worked so hard and that you have done, however, over the span of however many years to get you in that place. So I hope you found that helpful. And I hope that it's resonated with you. I don't care what side of the coin you fall on, whether you fall on the high vibrational person or the victim person. It makes no odds to me. The choice is still the same. The guidance is still the same. The advice is still the same. You've chosen to be that side of the coin or that side of the coin. Everyone has that decision. And you know what? You have to live consciously. You have to wake up each and every day and decide which side of the coin you are going to be on. It's not, we don't give you that. You give it to yourself, right? You decide every single morning whether you're going to stay in this low-level victimhood or whether you're going to move into a state of power and high vibration. You get that decision. Not only do you get it every morning, but you get it every single hour of the day, every single minute of the day. You get to decide, you get to choose. And it is that simple. And if when you hear that phrase, it is that simple, and you immediately go, but I've got blah, 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 that is what you need to work on. That is information. That's what you need to write down. That's what you need to let go of. So all of it is information, all of it. Thank you so much to Joanna and Emma for being amazing cheerleaders throughout the whole of my life. Thank you so much. I couldn't tag you, Joanna, so I'm pleased you called me. Sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope you found this helpful. If you did, then write why you found it so helpful underneath the comment. It'd be so amazing if something that came from the heart and from a place of love and high vibration would actually go viral as opposed to a conspiracy theory, wouldn't it? Just my point of view. Have a great, great day and stay high vibration no matter what. No matter what.